Once again, hello everyone. My name is Konstantin. I'm the founder of Yoki Finance. We are building Web3 recurrent payments. I will start with a couple of reasons why you should pay attention to what we are building. First of all, despite being quite early, we already have agreements with business on integration of our services. And I will dive deeper into what services later. Second reason is that we took third place at DoraDAO Hackathon and won 357 projects. We were the finalists at Tech Invest Show, and we are participating in Polygon 0x Camp accelerating program that will start in a couple of days in August. And the market where we are operating is very promising. It's nascent and is very promising, as I've mentioned. So what the problem we're solving? There are already people in Web3 who receive salary, who would like to pay with their Web3 wallets, but the amount of the tools that are available for them is very limited. And this list does not have recurring payments available. So business are losing money by not providing these services, and customers are losing their time because instead of paying with recurring payments that they are already familiar in the TradFi space, they have to pay by invoicing and paying single transactions. Moreover, recurring payments has a lot of the problems in the TradFi space. The usage of that is very limited. The fees are quite high, and management for the end users is paying. Have you ever forgot about some subscription that you got and you received like transaction receipt for that? I have, and a lot of the people with whom I have spoken have that problem as well. So according to the survey, like 42% of the respondents that have forgot to pay for some subscription, and Web3 solves all of that parts because it will be available internationally. The fees will be an order of magnitude less than that, and managing is straightforward because it's just revoking the approval and that's it. I will not spend a lot of the time on the market because you already know that subscription economy is trending for the last 20 years and it's growing rapidly, and businesses with subscription model, they have higher revenue generated, and Web3 market is growing. The growth has stopped for the last year, but still it's very promising, and we believe that it will substitute in some moment the TradFi space. And that is why we are all here, and we are at the interconnection of all of that two trends, of the subscription economy and Web3 economy. So what exactly are we building to solve that problem? We are building an infrastructure level solution that will provide an ability for developers to build their own tools with automated recurring payments on top of that, and the amount of different solutions is unlimited. These could be subscription payments or software as a service, paywall for content creators and media, donations, gated access to community known as community membership, payments for DAOs, payrolls, dollar cost average. Like it's the first product that we are building. It is called token subscription app. We are launching that solution on the 4th of September, and with that, it's basically like Binance After Invest, but with self-custody. With that, users will be able to set up the strategy, choose the duration of that, choose the asset that they want to purchase, and start automatically purchasing that without the need of additional approvals. After that, the second product that we are launching is subscription payment for software as a service, and we already have 2 agreements with quite huge payment system on integrating or that into their services on the test basis. And if our test case will work smoothly, they will integrate for all of their user base, and that is constituted in hundreds of millions monthly. So for the first solution that we're building, we have agreement with 21 projects on integrating the out-to-buy token subscription. That is huge variety of different projects, but all of them, they have ERC20 token, and they will integrate them into their website or their app. Projects like Tsunami, Bridge Finance, Stasis, Elk Finance, Open Ocean, and many others. The revenue model is quite straightforward. We collect fees on top of the transactions, but we could explore integrated other options in the future, such as selling the widget as a white label, adding the additional fees for fiat and ramp services, and adding yield optimization on top of the solution.
Right now, it's time to ask the questions. Yeah, if you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty much everything was covered. Yeah. So anyone has any questions to Konstantin?
I have plenty of questions, but since I started last time, maybe one of you guys start now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please go on.
Let me start, please. Hi, Konstantin. Long time no see. May I ask you, is it product presentation or fundraising one?
It's more of a product presentation rather than fundraising, to be honest.
Okay, I see. You mentioned, can you go to your traction page?
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I missed. What kind of stage of your startup right now? I mean, is it already MVP ready? You already integrated in other companies or not?
So the process was the following. We have agreement with businesses on integration of the widget, of token subscription widget, and they want to see a showcase. So we have decided, if we have a showcase on our website, why not launch it like in a retail way? So on the 4th of September, we're launching it for retail users. And after that, we'll start rolling out the integration to business.
But do you already have MVP?
Yeah, it's not MVP. It's completely working. So it's the last design. Yeah, can you see it now?
Yeah. So you already have product. You already have more than 20 agreements that if somebody will install this widget, they will also install this widget as well. Right?
Yeah, we have agreement that they will install it on their websites.
Once somebody will install.
Yeah, with something like that. So they want to see it in action, and we haven't rolled out publicly how it works. So we'll first launch it publicly, and after that we'll start integration.
So it means you right now in some closed beta stage or what?
Yeah, so something like that.
Okay, have you tried to? Why are you afraid to launch it in public?
We're not afraid, but it's like attracting more retail users' interest through having it in the closed beta, first of all, and second, we are more interested in integrating to businesses rather than to the general public. So we use that opportunity to test in public, but not to have it like first of all, it's a financial services. It's financial service, and we're in a way it's risking the customer's money. So we want to first to test it on the chosen few, rather than having it in public.
And understandable.
Have I answered your question?
Yeah, but how long are you going to, wait to launch it in public? I mean, for example, you can go to some Web3 platforms or probably to go to Product Hunt to launch your product, right? But you are still waiting for some cases. How long are willing to wait for some real cases before going public?
That depends what we say by going public, because when we will launch, there will be already users from our waitlist who will use it. So it will not be available for everyone, but it will work, and our partners will be able to test it.
You already have some leads in your waitlist, right?
Right.
Have you already contacted them to try pilot or what?
We have done like user experience interviews. So we went with them step by step and collected the questions that they have and problems that they had with during interaction with our app. And after that interviews, we took all that feedback and integrated that into the next version.
No questions, thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Konstantin. I really like your project. And I also thanks, Mitch, for asking the questions that I think all of us had.
Yeah.
Another question, speaking about competition, for example, do you know the company Loop Crypto?
Yeah, I know them. And to be honest, I love what they are doing.
Me too. And that is why I wanted to ask you, how do you differentiate Yoki Finance from Loop Crypto in a few simple bullet points? How are you different, or how are you better? Could you please elaborate?
I think we have different go-to-market strategy. So our main leverage that we are expecting is integration into payment systems. So we do not go, we do, but we do not rely heavily on small businesses and attracting businesses ourselves. Rather than we would like to integrate what we're building into already established payment systems with huge network of customers and roll out the product for all of their customers. And we do have, as I have mentioned, 2 agreements at the moment.
So just to simplify it, in your case, they are building kind of Stripe for Web3, yeah? Stripe and
Right.
yeah? And instead of selling directly to other startups, merchants, etc., you will be integrating with Stripe, and Stripe will provide services for recurrent subscriptions on Web3 for the white label solution, something like that.
Yeah, right. But not exactly Stripe, but payment systems that accept. Yeah. I mean, that already accept crypto as a payment. So their customers are already in crypto. They are willing to pay in crypto and willing to accept so the businesses that are asking to start receiving recurrent payments. So that is a request by the payment systems.
You are breaking up with the internet, or is it my problem with the internet?
No,
I guess it was on my side. Yeah, there is already a demand from this cryptocurrency processing services merchants for receiving recurrent payments. So they are interested in integrating that and start a pilot with us.
But how scalable is this? I mean, for your approximate calculations, how many companies can you integrate in 1 year after the launch, and how you can develop further? Because many of these big companies, they may be in need for building up such a solution, right? But they can have concerns if building by themselves is better than just integrating with yours.
That's a great question, to be honest. And we are afraid of that in a way. So we could integrate them and have a pilot, and then they will like create their solution themselves. That is a threat, to be honest. I do not know how to handle that. But as I've spoken, they are maybe not so interested in diving into the sphere where they are not specialized in, and these companies, they are not into Web3 business, so they are not into doing that with the smart contracts, etc. So for them, it's like completely new sphere.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's already time for our speech. speech. So if Paul have any questions, because
Go on.
he didn't ask. Yeah, I will be.
I will give
perfect.
just the basics. I have the same concerns as the Nelly and Mitch regarding to the traction. So I was misled with this information, and in my point of view, this is super important to show it. And regarding to the sum, so it's not obvious how large is the market and how could it grow as the revenue perspective. So probably these points are the main one which I'm carry on right now. But
yeah, so the thing is, the market already exists. It's complicated to calculate it exactly, but we've seen like polls from Nansen for their customers. Do you want to pay with a card, or do you want to pay with your Web3 wallet for recurring subscription for our services? And like 80% of people, they say they want to pay with Web3. So the market exists. There are already people and already businesses in Web3 who would like to start accepting payments. And the scale and growth, it will depend on the overall growth of Web3. So when the adoption will grow fast, so in that case, the demand for our product will follow. And we are dependent on the amount of people who are into Web3, and they could use wallets, etc. But the process is getting much easier with the integration of solutions such as account abstraction that we will integrate as well. So we are already integrating paying for gas fees, and we could abstract networks and the majority of complicated things in Web3. So
yeah,
for
basically, yeah, I get the thought. So basically, if it's hard to count the ROI, it's hard to attract the investments in my point of view. But I agree with all of your concerns you just mentioned.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have already people in a waiting room. So yeah, I'm sorry, I have to stop you here. Thank you so much, Konstantin.
Thank you so much
for joining us. We'll come back to you with the feedback and the results tomorrow. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you everyone for having me and for great questions.